big wigs in Eldathas to go and recover 3 magical lost items. In the tomb, heading into the mountain, you first met a Gynosphinx who presented a riddle, which you succeeded, and then you decided to take the northern path into the mountain. You came across 2 Kelpies, which killed NZR, but he was revived by Dooney. And you managed to kill one of them and chase off the other. You then made your way across the water and decided to take a route that led you down into some sort of hidden bunker with a room attached to it, where you found a human man and a werewolf woman wizard. You promptly killed them both and then rested in their beds. And now you have awoken, well rested, and ready to continue.
Nice.
I'm just going to say, out of character, I think we should not be afraid to take long rests all the time, because this place is scary.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And on the note of the place being scary, before they've even left their little resting space, San is just gonna go ahead and cast Mage Armor again.
Nice.
Before we leave as well, can NZR, the mystical wizard, cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Yes, so that takes what, like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, so you sit down and you're going to cast Detect Magic. That has a range of 60 feet, I believe.
It doesn't Pathfinder, but I think it's less than 5 feet. I think it's only 30 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, 30 feet around you.
Gotcha. And that lasts.
It can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone or common metal.
Gotcha.
Or 3
Okay,
feet
so
of dirt.
in this room, nothing picks up as magical other than the spell book that you picked up from the werewolf. And the bedroom itself, all the tapestries and mosaics and the food that were all laid about that looked really beautiful, they are all pinging off as illusion magic. But in that room, that's all you find.
And you'll just keep it up for now.
Nice.
As we travel into next room. In that case, NCR is going to mosey on over to this room, and he's gonna say to his companions, "Good morning. Well rested, are we?
As rested as can be expected.
Ready for another day's adventuring?"
I suppose
Junie will
so.
nod.
Gotta keep our wits about us in this place.
Yes. Well, that's always wise.
Yes, quite. Well, are we ready to go?
Yes. Oh, Junie will cast. He'll use his ability, Eyes of Night, and give Enzir dark vision for an hour.
All right, NZR, you are now able to see once more in the darkness.
Thank you.
Junie will give him a little smile and go, "All right, shall we?"
Let's.
Lead the way.
All right, so what order are you all heading in? And where are you heading?
San will take point, and they're heading back to the corridor they came from, to the north of the big pool of water.
All right, easy enough.
Junie will go after San, by the way. Just.
And NZR will bring up the rear.
All right.
I want it noted. This thing here, it's rotating, isn't it?
Yes, very slowly.
NZR would, with one hand while going across, take grip his wizard hat tightly to keep everything secure as they go across.
Nice.
And once they're out in the corridor, San is going to head up to this other door, and they are going to check it for traps.
Did detect magic bring up anything in this room?
No, nothing in this room.
What about this room now that we're here?
And nothing in this room either.
Okay.
30 feet, you say?
Yes.
You do pick up a magical ping from underneath the water out here. Let me check 30 feet.
I can see a faint aura around it, so I'd be able to see.
So you can see something under the water glowing just about here.
Here. Let me change that color to something more visible. Here.
I can't. Yes. Yeah, pinging off about there.
Oh boy. This is... Well, I wrote a little note, but I can't see it because it's in the fog.
I can see it.
Maybe we'll see it if... I wonder what I've drawn over. Maybe we'll see if we go that way. In that case, NCR will say, there's something magical under the water, I think.
Oh?
I can sense it.
San...
Junie...
Oh, sorry.
You go.
I was going to say San looks at NZR and, lifts a brow at him and just says, fancy a dip, then?
Maybe I'll go, since what happened last time.
Yes, maybe leaving the physical feats to a less yes. After last time, I think I'd like to stay out of the water, if that's all right.
Yes. Yes, it was only a suggestion, and San kind of smiles to himself, and they're going to check out the door while Junie goes into the water.
Junie's going for a swim.
Is Junie taking off his armor before he goes into the water?
It would be wise to, but also unwise to. So he's not going to do that.
Okay.
He's going to just walk on the bottom.
Okay. All right. So, as usual, these two squares here that you picked up on earlier, I'll do a little. These two. These are both about only a foot deep, so you can walk across. As soon as you step out here, though, you sink down straight to the bottom, about 15 feet underwater. What's your Nice. What's your Constitution score, Junie?
It is, I think it's a +3, so...
+3, so you can hold your breath for about 4 minutes.
Oh no, +2, 3 minutes.
+2, 3 minutes then. Okay. So you find yourself at the bottom of the sort of water pool. You can see the dead corpse of the other Kelpie over there.
Can you make a perception check to see if there's anything else going on around? You can see the other one?
Yes. You have dark vision, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, make a perception check.
That was an 18.
18. There doesn't seem to be any movement in the water. However, you do see that over here, where NZR pointed the sort of magical aura to be coming from, it seems that the wall that sort of covers this length, actually there's a 2 to 3 feet gap off the bottom of the pool, looking like you could sort of swim under it, and it looks like it leads to some sort of another area under the water.
I think Dooney will go surface and just tell them that, rather than go and investigate.
Right, how are you getting up to the surface?
He will use his magical power to make himself fly, and that'll be one expended use of that, and he'll just float out again.
All right, you float your way back up to the water and onto the surface again.
Did you find it?
There's a gap down there that you can swim through, but I'm not sure I wanted to do that on my own. So there's something down there, but I'm not sure what it is.
A magical gap?
Maybe.
Would NZR get the sense that what he detected was not a gap?
Yes, it was something beyond the gap.
Oh, something on the other side of the gap.
Yes. It's abjuration magic.
Well, the magic I sensed, I suspect, is on the other side.
That would make sense. So do we go take a look, or do we continue through the door?
Do you know what sort of magic it was, perhaps?
Abjuration. Are you familiar?
Would Sen be like? Are people generally like? Do they have a passing familiarity with schools of magic, or is that very much you only know
Schools of
it?
magic is like something you understand if you've sort of done any research into it. It's like base level. So maybe an Arcana check for San.
Sure. Oh, that was an 18 plus.
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, you definitely.
Okay. In that case, San gives a little nod and says, "I have a passing familiarity with it. Abjuration, that's shielding magic, protection magic, if I remember correctly." And she looks at NZR for confirmation.
Yes, indeed. Those are two areas that particular school covers. Yes.
Then it might be...
and blocking magic as well.
In that case, it might be a warding spell of some sort, and I don't see that we'd have much interest in looking at that. It might be one of those water things.
Or it could be a trap. I suspect that perhaps that way is not worth our time at the moment.
No.
If we get stuck later on, however, maybe we can keep a note of it that it is somewhere of interest in this place.
My thoughts exactly.
San, you said you were going to check for traps on that door. Would you like to roll your investigation check for that?
Yep, that's a 5.
That's a 5. You're not able to find any traps on the door.
Okay.
However, you do note that the door is made of metal, and also that it's sort of, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, flanged on either side, so that it can only be opened northwards.
Okay. Okay. Don't like that.
Like it can only, not that it can only pivot northwards. Like it's a push door basically.
Oh, okay.
Not that it can only be opened. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know, but you do know that that's what I meant.
Okay, cool. San's gonna do her usual sneaky thing as well, just in case there's something unpleasant on the other side, and that's a 19 for stealth.
19. All right. And are you opening the door?
Yes.
Alrighty. You open the door, and there is another very similar looking door.
Does detect magic pick anything up?
No.
It only lasts for
10
10
minutes,
minutes,
I believe.
so
Yeah, it's not been 10 minutes.
it's going to
yeah.
be up
You're good
until
for
it's
time.
not.
Nice, yeah. I'll keep track of when it goes away.
Neither door seems magical.
Can San have a look around at the door of this chamber, like the next door, but also like the floor and the walls, just to see if they can see anything? Because they're quite suspicious of this
Yes.
room.
So the doors are sort of a thick metal.
Mm-hmm.
They have flanged or flanged edges, so that they sort of overlap the door jamb. Yep. The walls and floor seem the exact same as every other one in this dungeon. Stone with sort of sometimes water on the floor, little puddles of water. Actually, no, there isn't in this chamber, actually. After you came up the stairs, it's fine.
Okay.
But, sort of like mold and rot and leak and sort of everywhere. Nothing that stands out.
Putting an ear to the door, can she hear on the other side of it at all? Can she hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Okay, that's a 12.
Well, nothing.
Okay. In
Just
that
cold
case,
metal.
in that case, I guess she'll tentatively crack this one open as well.
Okay. As you open this door... sorry. There's another one.
This is sus and I don't like it.
Does detect magic pick anything up?
Where's the... Nope. Nope. Your detect magic is blocked by the door.
By this.
As it's a foot of...
This door.
Yeah, as it's a foot of metal.
I'm just checking each time we go through. This is very strange.
Yes.
I have a suggestion. An
I'm
idea. It may not help, but I'm just thinking perhaps we should block these doors open. Maybe we could bring some furniture from that room we were just in, just to make sure that they don't close behind us and trap us in or anything like that. What do you think?
Do they open from the other side?
Yes, they do. So looking backwards, they have a handle on the north side of them.
Right.
To sort of pull them northwards.
Okay.
Something is very strange here. And maybe such an action may be unnecessary, but on the chance that it helps, there's no waste other than our time. Which I don't know about you, but I'm getting paid well enough for.
I suppose. Sam's gonna have a look through their pack to see if they've got anything they could use. Because
Yeah. Dooney will help.
let's see.
Enzir will start making his way over to this room, and he's gonna try and drag. Is this like a bench or something, or?
Yes, it's like a wooden sort of bench.
Yeah, he's gonna start trying to drag that.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Okay. 4.
door. It's taking you a very long time to do it. It's very heavy. And as you actually get out to the sort of the spinning corridor, you can't really move quick enough while dragging the bench to get it out in a way that doesn't have you falling over and being sort of spun around by the thing. You're not able to move fast enough.
Oh dear.
And you keep slipping.
Oh, Denny, do you think you could lend me a hand?
Yeah, Dooney will drop whichever piece of furniture he was about to pick up and go help.
Okay. You can make a strength check as well.
He's making a strength check. Come on, Dooney, this is like the thing you're good at.
Technically, if NCR's helping,
With
would I have
advantage, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have advantage.
Oh, nice. Then Dooney got a 23. Can it be that he picks up Enzier as he lifts it?
Yes, you can. Yeah. With NZR still on top, you, with ease, carry the bench through to the 3 doors.
Oh.
And are you using it to wedge sort of the two first doors?
If it's long
'Cause it's big
enough.
enough to do that.
Yeah.
He'll take the directions from Enzier. So if Enzier says, then he'll do it. He'll do it as Enzier says.
Would that make it more difficult to get out? Like, we'd have to clamber over it. We could just...
And
San has pittons that they were going to use to wedge doors open with, but they've probably already wedged open the second one, actually, by the time you've gotten there.
yeah, we'll just use that on that bench on the first one for now.
Nice. Yeah, you'd have to clamber over the bench, but it's not too impeding.
We put it like here, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay, so that keeps
here.
the door completely open. Okay, so that wedges it open. The piton wedges open that one, and then there's this third door.
San's going to put her ear to it again before opening it.
Okay, make a perception check.
Oof, 10.
10. You can't actually hear anything, but as your ear touches the metal, it's slightly warmer to the touch than the other doors. Slightly.
San turns to the others and says, this one feels a little warmer. I can't hear anything, though.
There must be a source of heat somewhere on the other side, I think. Has it been 10 minutes? It's probably been 10 minutes by now, right?
Yeah, it took you a while to get the bench.
If you don't mind, perhaps I should perform my ritual to detect magical sources before we venture forth.
If you like.
That way, if there's anything strange in this next room, I can call it to your attention immediately.
Yes, that would be helpful.
Yes, it'll just take 10 minutes or so.
Okay. 10 minutes later, the ritual is set up. No magic pings off, and it's blocked by this metal door.
Right. I'm ready.
All right.
You are. Enzier will come up here. And he'll kind of like hide a little bit behind that like little wall and peer around, waiting for San to open the door.
And San will, in fact, crack the door open a little.
All right. How many feet of dark vision does everybody have currently?
Let me see.
300 feet.
300 feet. Damn.
I can see, normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
Nice. Okay.
NCR's
And-
whatever.
It'll be 300 feet as well.
Ooh.
Nice. So, bear with me while I just quickly reveal this room. Boom.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Room is revealed, and it's quite a sight. So out here, let me get there we go. So this little stretch is sort of like a a stone sort of ledge, that a ramp almost that descends further and further down until into the center of this sort of area, where there is a giant crab creature with bronze bands on either pincer, not stopping the pincers from opening, but around the sort of the wrist. There's a chest in the center. However, most notably, alongside the giant crab, is this sort of film, which is on the outside perimeter. It seems to be some sort of bubble-like material that is keeping the inside completely dry from what seems to be some sort of boiling lake outside. It is incredibly warm in this encased sort of magical bubble.
Sorry, so where is the bubble exactly? Is it just this
The oval.
Sort of blue.
The oval.
The oval. Yeah.
Okay,
So it's
and the ramp as well?
yes, the ramp sort of goes like down here. It sort of descends underneath the water.
Right. But it's also protected. Or
Yes, it's also protected
Okay,
by
okay.
the bubble.
And is there the boiling liquid? Is that above the bubble as well?
Yes, it's on all sides. So do you see where this sort of ledge is out here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's like ledge, and then it drops off into this darker bit, which seems to just go down and down and down into darkness that you can't really see
And
past.
this is all filled with that boiling liquid.
Yes, except for this bubble
Yeah.
and this sort of
Okay.
walkway that leads into the bubble.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm,
The crab is just kind of waiting there.
Mm.
Can NZR attempt to roll a knowledge arcana check in order to see if he knows anything about the nature of this bubble?
Yes, make an arcana check.
19.
19. You have never seen this specific magic before. From what you can tell looking at it, it seems to be like sort of almost like an elastic, like a magically formed elastic. It's physical, but it's definitely magical in nature. It looks like it will reliably keep the water out. That's really all you can tell from it. You've never encountered this before.
Does one get the impression now, upon seeing the big crab, that the doors were constructed like this so it wasn't able, if it got free, to get out?
The three doors,
Yeah.
they seem more like flood doors.
Okay.
You think that they were put in place in case this bubble wasn't there anymore for whatever reason,
Mm.
to stop boiling water spilling into the rest of the mountain.
And NZR would note
Okay.
that the crab is 3 squares long, where the doors are 1.
Yes. Seems to be trapped.
I didn't think of that.
Hmm. Perhaps that chest contains the very thing we were sent here to seek.
Perhaps. Either way, the only way is forward. So,
Yes, it seems so. Let me think carefully for a moment while I just think about my magical abilities.
San rolls her eyes.
I wonder, do we even need to go in there? When I could attack it with magic from the safety of this door.
I suppose that depends on how much magic you have at your
Oh,
disposal.
I assure you I have plenty of magical ability. They don't call me the mystical wizard for nothing.
It also depends on just how long that would take firing one firebolt at a time.
I suspect it would take a while. You're welcome to go in there and fight it yourself, but I just thought I would suggest what I saw as a safe and cautious way of clearing it out.
So this magic bubble, I do wonder, do you know what sort of could break it? Because if it breaks, then I assume that would be very bad.
I don't think that was... You mentioned that in the Arcana check I made?
What was it? What would break it?
Yeah, how sturdy it is.
It looks soft. It kind of looks like elastic, kind of balloony kind of material. That's really all you can tell without getting any closer and touching it, really.
I would suspect that it might pierce if it was pierced by some kind of piercing force. However, I don't think my firebolts... I think if it was to dodge one of my firebolts and they were to go past it and hit the edge, I think it would be okay.
Well.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
I was just going to ask you, Finn. You described some sort of. I can't remember. There was something to do with like metal in the crab. Like it has
some
metal?
Bronze bands around its wrist.
And it's. So is it manacled in one spot, or is it?
It's not manacled.
Finn?
Roll initiative, NZR. Sorry, everyone roll initiative. It's making a surprise attack against NZR. It was squeezing through the elastic.
Just while we were arguing about how to deal with it.
It's just moving.
Dooney got a 14.
NZR rolled a 20. Plus 8 is 28.
They're 20. And San with a 9.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it has these sort of metallic things around its wrist. Now that it's up close, they're made of copper or bronze or something like that, and it has blue runes etched into it. That's about all you can tell, though.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, carry on.
I was going to say, because of my spectral resilience, I can't be surprised.
Okay, so you are not surprised.
No.
In fact, it would, yeah. It'll make an attack against NZR then. Does a... Come on. Does a 10 hit?
No, it does not.
No, with a natural 1. We had critical fumbles, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me have a look for one of those.
Can it give itself a panic attack? That would be very funny.
A weapon attack. Roll a D100. Roll D100. 5. NZR, you have advantage on your first attack roll against it. As it loses its footing, it sort of goes for a lunge towards you, and its claw, it is big. It's too big for this space, but it's squeezing its way through. And even just seeing it try to move its way through the elastic, it seems adept at moving in this elastic, and it seems like it's done this a lot of time. And it goes for like a lunge towards you, but it glances off the metal door and it exposes its underbelly. So that is its turn. Next up is NZR.
NZR would like to disengage
Mm-hmm.
as a bonus action.
Okay.
Back to here, and he's going to shout, "Oh!" And then he is going to fire off a firebolt at it.
All right. Roll away with advantage.
So that is to hit 17 plus 7, which is 24.
24 will hit. Roll damage.
And it does 9 damage.
9 damage. Nice.
And that is NZR's turn.
Okay. So you jump back and you fire off the firebolt,
Or
and it
actually,
hits it in
isn't
its
NZR
soft underbelly.
surprised?
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
So we wouldn't get a turn there.
He wouldn't get a turn. Sorry, I'll take
Or is
that
it
back
too
then.
late?
Oh, it's too late. You know what? It wouldn't have surprise, since you would have seen it moving up, but it would have just taken its turn. We'll put it as that then.
Okay. That's
So
very
next
good.
up is Dooney.
I think Dooney will cast Spiritual Weapon. Like behind the crab.
Mm-hmm.
And it can roll an attack this round, can't it? So
Yep.
he'll just do that. I think. $21 to hit. Ooh,
21 hits.
I'm just checking what the damage is. Isn't it like 1d8? I think it's 1d8. 1d8. I think that's 4 damage. What kind of damage is it again? Radiant damage, I think. Or yeah,
Nice.
no, force damage. Force damage.
4 force damage. All right. I'll draw your little weapon down for you.
And that's all he's gonna do. That
Sorted.
is not the right. Where's roll 20 when you need it? There we go.
Next up is San.
Okay, San is gonna. Where would they have to be to benefit from flanking? Would in either of the squares or this one specifically?
Who? Sorry. For
San, with flanking
well-
with NCR.
NZR is not within 5 feet currently.
Oh.
You would have to be in that one though. NZR is here, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, my map must be weird because on mine he's
Oh.
next to San. I'll refresh it in a second. Hopefully, San. moved.
worries.
Okay. San is gonna cast Hex as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And they are then gonna attack it.
All right, roll your attack.
Okay. Oh, with Hex, they're making it as usual. They have disadvantage on
saves.
Dex. Yeah.
Nice.
Doke. That is. Oh, that's not very good. That's a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit, sadly.
That's fine. And that'll be their turn for the moment, I think.
All right. The hex, attaches to it. Then when you go for the stab, it blocks it with its claw. And we go to NZR again. Oh, sorry, no, not NZR. The giant crab.
What?
The giant crab
Think-
is going to. Oh,
Didn't NCR roll 28 for initiative?
NZR
Yes.
did get 28. Yeah. So it would be above the giant crab then.
Because wizards get their intelligence bonus with my subclass anyway,
Oh my god.
to initiative.
Good subclass. All right. What are you doing, NZR?
NZR is going to cast Firebolt.
Okay, roll your firebolt.
That A is 13.
13 does not hit.
And that's NZR's turn.
All right. Next up's the crab. which is going to sort of shove its claw through the open metal door and try and take a pinch at San.
Okay.
With a 12 to hit.
That doesn't
This
hit.
thing's rolling so badly. That's its turn. Dooney, your turn.
Dooney will cast. Oh, he'll attack. He'll have the spiritual weapon attack again. Oh, that was a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Oh shit. And then I'll roll damage for that, which was a. Where's your 1d8 when you need it? There we go. Oh, that was better. I forgot to add my spellcasting modifier to it last time, to the damage, but that doesn't matter because I forgot. So that
That's
is 10 damage in total.
10 damage. And what would the extra be, since we know exactly what the extra would be?
It's 5. So.
5. Nice.
And I'll
All right.
just double check. Can you cast 2? Well, it's not casting a spell, I suppose, because he's already done it. You can cast another spell during that round if it's like an extra one and it's not a concentration. I don't know what the spiritual weapon. I really don't get how it works.
Spiritual weapon is not a concentration, so it's just
It's
bonus
so
action.
weird.
It's very good. Bonus action,
It's
you can
very
cast
good.
it. And since you're not actually casting a spell, you can cast another spell this turn as an action.
Yay! Guiding bolt time then.
Guiding bolt, roll away.
Okay. Oh, that was also a 16 to hit. Yes.
16 hits.
Wonderful. And then guiding bolt is a ridiculous amount of d6, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Depends what level you cast it.
Just the first level. I'm not. So it's 4d6 for a first level. What the?
That's so good.
I hate it and love
I
it
love
at the
it.
same time. Right, so that is. Oh, I rolled pretty well. So that's 8, 13, 16 radiant damage.
16 radiant damage, nice. The bolts all sort of connect with it and batter it from both sides, and it reels back a little bit as it takes the damage. It's still standing quite strong, though.
Apparently, the next roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So, as well with guiding bolt, I didn't
Oh,
know that, but that's
gotcha.
apparently a thing.
Nice.
So
I'll
yeah,
put that
advantage in
on.
the next turn.
So next attack has advantage against it. All right, is that your turn, Junie?
Yep, Dooney's just gonna keep there.
All right, Sani. Sani, San.
No, please, I love it. San is gonna try and hit him.
Oh, you're a hit.
That's 21,
21 does hit.
and that's 10 piercing plus 3 necrotic, so 13 damage altogether.
Nice. Yep, it all seems to be quite effective as you bring the blade round and you stab it sort of in its soft underbelly again as it's reeling back from Dooney's thing. Did you add your advantage to that? Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. As it sort of reels back from that.
And with her bonus action, she'll hit it with her offhand as well.
Nice.
With just a regular dagger this time. That's a 19 this time.
19 hits.
And that's just 2 piercing damage.
2 little piercing damage.
Actually,
Nice.
does the hex? Oh, I'd get extra damage from the hex. I think even with the offhand, would I?
I think so. I think it's just any attack, yeah.
Oh, nice. In that case, an extra 1 necrotic damage as well.
Woo.
And that'll
Nice.
be her turn.
All right. Okay, next up, NZR.
NZR is going to cast Firebolt.
Okay, roll your firebolt.
That is 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And another 9 damage.
Nice. All right,
That's
it's the giant crab's turn, and it's gonna go for San again.
Mm-hmm.
It can't fit through the doors, but it can definitely get its claws through to try and hit you at least.
Mm-hmm.
With another 12 to hit, this thing is not rolled above 3 at all.
That
Dooney.
alarms me though, that you just said above 3.
Yeah. It's just rolling back.
Poor boy. Right,
I
yeah,
know.
okay. Dooney will use the spiritual weapon again, and Nah, that misses. That was a 2.
No. Yeah, that
so
misses.
then I guess Dooney will. I think Dooney will fire off another guiding bolt.
All right, roll your guiding bolt.
Come on. An 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right. 4d6. Ooh, okay. That was not as good, but oh well. That's 10 radiant damage.
10 radiant damage, and next attack has advantage once more. Stan, back to you.
Okay, the first attack was a 23.
23 definitely hits.
Which deals 2 plus 7 plus that's 12 damage altogether. And then she's going to hit with her offhand as well, which is an 18 to hit,
Also hits.
and that deals 6 damage.
All right, 6 damage. NZR, back to you.
NCR is going to cast Firebolt on it.
All right.
17 to hit.
17 does hit. Roll your damage.
15 damage.
15 damage. All right.
And he's
That-
also going to shout out, "Oh, if you take a step back, son, I don't think it will be able to hit you." And that'll be NCR's turn.
All right. The crowd's going to take its turn, and it's going to take a step back, prompting an opportunity attack from Sen, I believe.
Which Sen will take. That's 23.
23 hits. Roll your damage.
Is that I include?
Yeah. You'll add
Yeah.
everything to that. That'll
Nice.
be your.
Oh, for God's sake, that's 8, including hex.
It would include hex, I believe.
Okay, then that'll be 14 damage. Also, I realised the Sens had advantage twice in a row, and both times I completely forgot about sneak attack. So someone remind me guiding bolt comes up again.
With
I'm
it,
just so used to it being just with flying things that I totally forgot. Anyway, yes.
with it taking its step back, it's now going to reach forward and attack Sen still with extra long crab arms with a 23 to hit.
That will hit that time.
So I get to roll damage. I forgot. I forgot what that was like. Dealing a grand total of 32 bludgeoning damage.
Oh wow. Right.
Yeah, 32 bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled, and you are pulled a square back out into the tunnel.
Cool. Nice. 32 did you say?
32, yes.
Okay.
And it's going to take the rest of its movement and go. It can go. How many feet can it go? Because it's already taken 5 feet, so it can go 25 feet. It's going to go up.
Sam's going to use their reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Roll your. It's dex save it has to make.
Yes, it had disadvantage.
And it has disadvantage. Hex is a concentration spell though, so make a concentration saving throw.
Yes. What do I need to roll for that again?
It's just a con save, and you have to beat half of 32, which is
16.
so you have to beat 16.
Okay. Okay. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. You keep your hex up, so it makes its dex save with disadvantage. What's its dex score? A 12.
That will fail, I believe.
All right. Roll your hellish rebuke damage.
Okay. That's a 3rd level spell slot, so that's
Oh my god, you're a warlock.
that's 4d10. Oh god. 1. 2. Sorry, I'm locating all my d10s. Okay, that's all of them. Alright, that is 7, 13, 19... 23 fire damage.
23 fire damage. This thing looks quite rough now.
Good.
As it retreats into the bubble. Now, as you note that it is now sort of pressed up against the walls, you think if someone were to go for a relatively risky attack against this thing and miss, they may just hit the bubble.
Okay.
And that's the end of its turn. Dooney, it is now your turn.
Oh, that's stressful. Okay. Well, in that case, Dooney will cast Moonbeam on it, I suppose, because that's... Although is the bubble above as well?
Yeah, the bubble is above as well.
So Moonbeam would pop that.
You're
But
not
it's not a
too
piercing
sure.
thing. Dooney doesn't want to kill everyone. Okay.
You're really not sure.
Then I think Sacred Flame is a safe bet. Sorry, I had a different plan, and then I was like, oh wait, I'm going to pop everything. Sacred Flame, I think. Yes, okay. Just double checking the range. Okay, yes. He will cast a cantrip, which is Sacred Flame.
That's a
And
dex
the
save
target
from it,
must... Yes.
and it has disadvantage. A 6 anyway, even without disadvantage, so definitely a fail.
Oh my gosh, sorry, I have to just turn down Rhythm. It's gone really
Sorry.
loud for some reason. No, it's not your fault. Rhythm, I've had it. Enough. It was 4 radiant damage, just whilst I sort
Nice.
there was calm down. There we go.
All right.
And then I can move the spiritual weapon, so I think I'll... Yeah, you can move it, can't you?
Yes, yeah, you move up to 20
So-
feet.
Can it follow that far? Let me just double check. Yeah, he can make that. Yeah, then he'll go in. And it can attack still, can't it?
Yes, as a bonus action.
Yay, then there's a bonus action. The spiritual weapon's going to attack. With a 19 to hit.
19 hits, roll your damage.
And that's that's 11 damage.
11 damage. How would you like to kill the crab?
Hey!
Oh, that was really easy. I didn't expect that. Okay. Yeah, then he'll just... I guess if it's the spiritual weapon again, it's the hammer. So I guess it'll just go whack down on it and just go splat.
I mean,
Crab just
that's
goes.
how you get to the crab meat when you eat crab. with the hammer.
Exactly, and it looks kind of tasty. San, you go rolling to the ground as this thing gets slammed down. And you roll down to sort of the bottom of this bubble pit
It did take
down
a lot
to
of fire damage.
here.
It's been
It
weird.
did.
It's been pretty cooked by those firebolts, and it is now dead. And initiative comes to an end.
Woo.
Let me just get. Here we are. Okay. Oh wait, how do I skip the entire album, or does that not work?
I think you can just
Oh,
Clear?
clear and then play it,
nice.
but you'll need to put your thing back.
No, just skip one more. Nice.
There we go.
All right, the crab is defeated. It is, however, slightly blocking the corridor, but not in a way that would impede, like stop you from getting over it. You just kind of have to clamber over it if you want to head down.
San pushes herself to her feet and sort of dusts herself off, catches her breath, and is just having a look around this bubble while she's waiting for the others.
Nice. So
And
the bubble, it's basically the same. All that you know is that there is that treasure chest at the head of it.
She's gonna start making her way to it before the others show up. Not because she's got any deceitful intentions, but
can NCR try and try and jump over the crab?
Yes, make a dexterity check, an acrobatics check.
Okay. That was acrobatics. That was 21.
21. Quite deftly, you manage to clear your way over the giant crab without bumping into the top of the protective bubble. Doing a nice little
just
dive
before you
over
would
it.
have said, "Oh, I'm just going to magic myself over," and then he
Dooney is impressed.
would have. Then he does his jump.
Amazing magic.
Can Dooney push the crab out of the way? Or push his way past?
Giving it a little look over, you think, using any sort of rough force, this crab really was like taut against the edges of the bubble when it was dragging sand back.
Mm-hmm.
It has so many pointy bits on it that you worry that trying to move it aside might, if you're not careful, prompt pokage.
Then Dooney will not do that. And as he's not very nimble, he's going to opt to stay on the other side rather than try and climb over because he's afraid he's just going to fall and like pop the bubble.
All right.
So he'll just say he's waiting on the other side.
Okay, so you wait on the other side as San the chest.
Yeah. San's gonna check it for traps.
Make a investigation check.
17.
17. You do not find any traps on this chest.
While she is doing that, can NZR set to cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Yes, you can. 10 minutes go by and the ritual is set up. The chest, something inside, 3 things inside are pinging with magic.
But not the chest itself.
Not the chest itself, no.
It seems to contain 3 magical objects. The chest itself...
San will open the chest in the middle of his sentence.
Oh.
As soon as you open the chest, you can see inside numerous things. There are many small sacks of gold, totaling about 1,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
There are 20 sort of gems in here, comprising of 2 big ones that look like they'd be worth a lot, a really big one that looks like it's worth a big lot, and then a lot of small ones that look like they're worth a little bit each.
Okay.
There are a pair of goggles that are pinging off with magic, a small stone with a rune on it that is pinging off with magic, and most notably is a trident in the center of the chest that is pinging off with strong magic.
Who was it
The trident?
Set here for the trident?
That was you, NZR. The trident is carved out of this sort of bone-like material for the hand, and the top is some sort of spiraling silver with almost what looks like seahorses making up 2 of the side prongs, and then almost like a narwhal's tusk for the center prong. I'm going to send you a handout that I can show to you, if it will load for me. I don't think it is. Never mind. You don't need it. It's just a picture of what the trident looks like. Oh, there we go. Actually, wait, no, it's not letting me. Never mind. Thank you. But yes, that is what is in the chest.
Upon seeing that, assuming that Sen is not hiding anything.
Well, San is going to
Whoops.
pass. It's fine. Both are fine. They're just using San. San will, as NCR approaches, pass him the trident and also the goggles and the runestone for him to potentially identify. Wait, no, does he have identify, or am I totally making that up? I think I'm thinking of Detect Magic.
You don't know that.
Oh well. Well, she'll pass them to him anyway. And she, in the meantime, is going to make a sleight of hand check to pocket the 3 largest gems.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check contested by NZR's passive perception.
Okay.
His passive perception is 12.
Okay. Yeah, it beats that with a 17.
All right. You take the 3 largest gems.
And she's then going to start counting out the gold and the smaller gems to share out between everyone.
So the gems that you swiped for yourself, San,
Mhm.
you think total about 7,000 gold between the three of them.
Oh, my.
The 17 smaller gems and the small sacks of gold total to 5,000 between them.
Sorry, so the gold and the gems come to 5,000 altogether? The small
Yes,
gem. Okay.
the small gems, yes.
Okay.
NZR, have you taken the trident?
Yes, he will have picked it up. And is
As you hold the trident in your hand, you hear a voice in your head. Oh, hello. Who's this then?
Hello? Who's
Oh,
that?
hello.
Who's that?
Oh, it's me.
San? Do you see anyone in here?
What?
Do you
No.
can you hear... Where's that voice coming from?
Oh, she's not going to be able to hear me, you silly old git. I'm in here.
Who are you calling a silly old git? Oh, I say. Oh,
Don't take
Show
offense
yourself.
to it, babe. I've spent lots of time down in this bubble, just not really seen anyone.
Where are you?
I'm in here. Look at your hands.
What? Oh, of course. You the trident, are you?
Well, of course I am. Who else could I be? My name is Wave, at your service.
Wave. Did you come up with that one yourself?
Oh, no. The people who made me did. I'm quite a fan of it, though.
Yes, I'm sure you are. Well, Wave, it is very interesting and a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, babe. God,
what-
I've got to tell you, it has been a nightmare. Being in there in that dark little chest, just hearing that scuttling about, it absolutely drives you crazy.
Now tell me, I simply must know. How long have you been in here?
In here, God knows, time's really hard to keep track of, anything between a month to 1,000 years, really? No, I don't think too long, maybe about a month.
Is San reacting to Enzir just all of a sudden talking to himself?
She looks confused, but is just listening to the conversation, or well, the one-sided conversation play out at the moment.
Alright. Well, consider yourself liberated.
Well, I can tell you, it feels amazing.
We'll have you out of this place in fairly soon, I should think.
Very good. Now, I've got a little proposal for you. What's your name, sorry?
I am Enzir, the mystical wizard.
Oh, you sound
Master of
very
the
mystical.
arcane.
A master of the arcane. Oh, I didn't know I was meeting a celebrity. I would have polished my my staff. Ooh. Anyway.
Can
So,
Enzir roll insight on that?
yes.
Let's see. Insight begins with an I. There it is. That is 16.
16. What are you looking for?
He's trying to determine what he meant by that.
I think it just meant that it would make itself look nicer if it knew it was going to be meeting a famous wizard,
Okay, that's fine.
and then realised the connotations of what it said.
Yes.
I've got a bit of a proposal for you, actually.
Alright.
So I can't help but noting that we're in quite a bit of a strange place, with sorts of strange goings on, and I would absolutely love to help you through this. So if you like, I've got some, abilities I could help you with.
Ooh.
You and me, a little team, yeah?
Oh, I like the sound of that. Yes, we I have more business in this place before I'm able to properly leave. So I think that would be quite a good idea.
Wonderful. Small catch, though. So,
Oh,
you know, I'm a classy lady. I don't give myself over to any man who picks me up in the middle of the chest under a boiling
Oh,
lake, you
Of
know.
course,
I've got standards.
lady like yourself, I could tell just by looking at you.
Exactly. Well, you're a bit of a flatterer, aren't you? Stop it.
Oh.
You know, here's the thing. The people who made me, they gave me good values, you know? Like every self-respecting trident should have, yeah?
Right.
And these values are that I don't just let anybody use me. It's got to be someone who believes the same way that I do. You get me?
Oh, yes, I know a number of respectable people who have had quite similar way of thinking.
Quite strong beliefs.
Oh, well, the last thing I'd want is to use you against your will.
Oh, you are such a gentleman, NZR. Well, here's the thing. I'm a big fan of, you know, well, who do you worship, NZR? Do you have any gods? Do you like any of the gods?
I've been known to be interested somewhat in Mistra.
Mistra? Oh, she's one of the new ones, isn't she? Yeah, I don't really talk with her very much, I won't lie.
Oh no, it's not for everyone.
Well, have you ever heard of a little fella called the Crushing Bra?
Has NCR?
Make a religion check.
Okay.
The crushing, what was it?
The Crushing Brain. I'll type it.
That is 17.
17. That's an old god. Old god of the ocean.
Yes.
That's all you kind of really know about it, though.
Yes, I've heard of him. They're one of the older gods of the ocean, I believe.
Oh, it's so weird when you people call them old gods. I swear it makes me feel really old.
Oh, you
I don't look old, do
look
I?
a day over 21.
Oh, NCR, stop it, you. Well, here's the thing. I like you, so I really do hope you say yes. I would really like it if someone who used me was more a fan of, you know, my man, the Crushing Brine.
Well, I do quite like the ocean. It's got a very calming presence at times, and
Do you
then other
think
times
you'd,
it's very powerful.
Oh, totally, babes. I get you 100%. He's very multifaceted. He's got a big ego, but a big heart too, you know? Well, here's the deal. Would you maybe... Oh, I'm getting all flustered. Would you maybe consider converting? Is that all right to ask?
Converting?
Yeah, to the Crushing Brine. You don't have to do much, just a little pilgrimage, a little worship, some hymns, some chants. It's fun.
Would that mean I would no longer be able to pursue any studies of Mistra?
Oh no, I guess you could, you know, pursue studies with her. Just don't stay out too late with her. Do you know what I mean?
Oh dear. Well, I suppose I should be quite honest with you. with my functioning. I've been sent here to retrieve you for an interesting party. I think once we're out of this place, I am afraid I'll most likely be handing you over.
Let me take a big guess. It's that Silver Tower fellow, isn't it? The one with the clammy hands?
You know him?
Yes, he was the one who had me before all this, before I was taken away. I don't really want to go back to him. He doesn't really care about me.
Really? Why has he gone to all this trouble to get you back?
It's some sort of ooh-la-la dance, figuring out natures of the old gods or something. I really don't care. I think he should just leave them to their business, you know? I tell you, I thought I was being rescued when I got stolen away. I was very excited, and then I got in here. I guess it is preferable to staying here, but do you know where I really want to go?
And where's that?
Back home.
Where's home for you?
Oh, this lovely island. Do you know, out in the ocean, it's a beautiful island called the Thunder Forge. I was made there by giants.
Oh my, that's quite something.
And I'd love to go back. I haven't been there in years. I've just been so busy, do you know?
And is that where the pilgrimage is too?
That would be it, NZR, yes. You are a
Ah.
smart cookie.
Well, it does sound like quite the interesting place.
Well, you and me, babes, let's go together. A little holiday after all this. And trust me, I can give you a lot of help.
I should think that I could. I think I could probably try and arrange that with the organization I'm a part of is somewhat of a studying trip to find out more. Yes, I think I might be able to swing that.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, especially if you, as you say, you have ties to Mr. Crusher.
Mr. Crusher, that's a good one. He'd like that. So, what you're saying is that you'll take me back home?
I think I could. I will very much endeavour to see that I think yes. I think I will. I will do my part to, when we get out of here, arrange a field study of this island you speak of, so that I can take you there and we can see what's what. Try and get an interesting glimpse into the ways of this Mr. Crusher.
Make a persuasion check.
Uh, 11.
11. Oh, babes, I don't know. All this talk of arranging. I don't know. I need a promise. I don't want to be taken back there and then you try and get a field trip arranged and then they say no. What am I going to do? Stuck there. I need a yes or a no. I need you to promise me that even if Mr. Bigwig Silver Tower says no, you will take me back to that island, whether they allow it or not. That's all I ask. Just a little bit of commitment.
Well, I suppose yes. I'll see that you're taken there. I can be very convincing.
Oh, Enzy Poo, thank you. All right, here we go. And then there's a small sort of glow from the handle of the trident in your hand. And San, you just sort of see a flash. And then some bubbles sort of drift around NZR and up and pop in the air. And you're now attuned to Wave, which I will send you the stat for in the magic item. There you are. So I'll read out just the basics. You have to be worshipping a god of the sea to be attuned to it. If you stop worshipping a god of the sea, then it will automatically unattune. You gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with trident. A critical hit means the target takes extra necrotic damage equal to half its hit point maximum.
Ooh.
The weapon functions as a trident of fish command and a weapon of warning. It confers the benefits of a cap of water breathing while you hold it, and you can use it. As a cube of force by choosing the effect instead of pressing cube's sides to select it. Wait, that does not word right. I think it just means it lets you make a cube of force.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do a lot of reading to work out what this all is.
The personality stuff isn't really used too much, so you don't have to really worry about that. But yes, it's a very good magic item. All right.
It's a +3.
Yeah.
So, Wave?
Yes.
I don't suppose you would know anything about any of the other.
The other weapons?
Yes.
I'm afraid not. I could feel them taken here, but then I lost contact. I'm very sorry.
Fair enough.
I think
Well,
they're definitely close, though. I can feel a bit of them.
well, it's my mission to retrieve the other ones.
Oh, that would be nice. They seemed like nice people, even though we didn't really get a chance to chat.
But, very well. I suppose, I suppose we should be getting out of this bubble. It seems rather dangerous.
Yes, let's get out of here. And bring your friend along, too.
My friend? Oh, I suppose. Oh, how is it you communicate? By touch?
I touch, yeah.
Ah, so you must have touched my friend.
Well, I did, but no offense, I didn't really like her vibe.
Yes, well, I think I know what you mean, but I think if you were to give her a chance, you would see she can be quite the fierce companion.
Oh, well, good for her.
But I understand. You are someone with certain likings.
Yeah. You get me.
Yeah. So I would like to think so.
Once a suitable silence has passed, San will look at NZR and quirk a brow and say, a field trip.
Oh, yes. Wait. I'm going to pop you in just into my pack just while I now just clamber over the remains of this crab. I'm sure we'll talk to you soon. All right?
Of course. Well, see you around. Good luck.
Oh yes, thank you. And he'll pop it back, and he'll then say, "Yes, I think we should have a little discussion, the three of us. Let's head on back to San. No, sorry, that's you, Study. And yes, get out of this place before it implodes on us. Yes. What do you say?
Sounds like a good idea. I'd rather not get crushed.
Yes.
While NCR was talking to Wave, San would have tried on the goggles.
Okay. When trying them on, you would understand. Actually, do you, or do they require attunement? Let me just check.
Didn't you give them to NZR?
Well, she would have picked them back up if he was busy in conversation with Wave.
Fair enough.
They are goggles of night. So you have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. If you already have dark vision, it increases the range by 60 feet.
Okay. She will pass those back to NZR, or in his direction anyway. Picking up the runestone, does she get any vibes from that?
Runestone. It's a magical item. It requires attunement, whatever it is.
Okay. Well, she'll pass that to NZR as well.
If you're not proficient in a weapon, does that just mean you don't get the proficiency? Or does it mean you can't use it?
It means you don't add the proficiency bonus, I think is what it means.
Well, there goes that +3 attack and damage. So sorry, what was that about the goggles?
San will pass them to NCR and explain that they'll give him dark vision.
For 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be very helpful, I should think. Considering that you and Julie have that innately.
Yes. And she'll pass him the runestone as well, and will say, I don't know what those runes signify, but maybe you will.
Let me have a look. Let's see. And can Enzir try and identify it?
Yes. Do you have the identify spell, or are you doing an Arcana check?
Arcana check.
Arcana check. Make an Arcana check.
That is 3 plus 4, 6.
6. You know the item's magical, and you know it needs. That's all you can pick up.
I'm afraid I'm not quite sure over a cursory glance. Perhaps when we next take a rest, if I take a rest, long or short, I can spend some time looking it over to identify it.
All right.
Properly.
Fine by me. Shall we go back to Junie?
Yes, let's. And NZR try and long jump over it again.
Make another acrobatics check.
That is 18.
18. Once again, you make your way deftly over without piercing the bubble or tripping.
San is gonna also clamber on over.
It's easy. You can clamber on over easily enough without requiring a check. It's just NZR's being very special.
When they both come back, Junie will say, "Oh, hello. You were taking a while. Did you meet someone?"
Yes, there was someone in that chest we saw. Here, let's go back onto solid ground. Shall we? This place gives me the willies.
Yeah, lead the way.
Or perhaps we should unblock these doors. Just in case something bad happens, we wouldn't want the place to get flooded.
San will take out her pitons as they go past, and she'll pop them away.
Nice.
Dooney
The doors.
will deal with his as well, with the bench.
No.
Yeah, that's all right.
The doors slam shut behind you as you take all the things out.
Nice.
And Enzer will come down to here and let everyone else come into this corridor with him. Is everyone else coming to that room as well? Yeah.
Yep.
Dooney is just coming. Need to zoom out. He's just taking a moment. There he goes. He's fine. He's here.
Well, I think there is something that our employers didn't mention to us.
All right.
These weapons that we have been sent to find. They appear to be sentient.
Mm-hmm.
This trident I have is she's called Wave. And she asked me to take her to some island,
I see.
which I'm sure she's connected to one of the old gods.
Oh, which one?
The one of the sea.
Can Dooney do a religion check for that?
Yes, make a religion check.
Could San also?
Yes.
What's my bonus for this? Oh, good. I've got proficiency. But I'm not very high intelligence. Dooney got a 12.
12. And what are you trying to recall specifically?
Just anything general about, because he didn't say specifically the name of the old god, but he's just trying to figure out what god he's referring to.
You would know there's a lot of old gods, and you have no doubt that there's quite a lot that are associated with the sea. That's really all you can get.
San only rolled an 8. She's trying to think if, with her familiarity with one of the old gods, if anything comes to mind in relation to them.
Even with that familiarity, there are lots of old gods.
Okay.
And many of them have been lost to time. It could be anything, could be anyone.
Okay.
Especially the ocean. There's lots of old gods of the ocean.
Okay.
In return for it, she offered to assist me and so us through the rest of this place in return for taking her to that island. Now I'm very confident I'll be able to have that arranged as part of a study. Yes, the place I'm from is very much about researching interesting magical and historical things, and I think seeing what a weapon of one of the old gods wanting to return to a place tied to that god, I don't think they could say no.
San gives NCR a rather surprised look, which I feel like they don't often openly show emotion on their face, so it's a little bit striking. And they say, I'm surprised you're so willing to get tangled up in the affairs of the old gods.
Oh, well, it's doesn't
Many
seem
aren't.
like that big of a deal.
No? I'm sure there are some who would disagree with you, but... And she sort of looks at Dooney then, and then back to NCR, and then shrugs.
Dooney also shrugs and says, well, not all old gods are so bad, you know, but which old god specifically are you talking about?
It was. I have to confess, I've forgotten the part that wasn't Crusher.
The crushing brine.
The crushing brine.
All right, now can Dooney do another religion check to find out if he knows
Yes.
anything about this god?
Could San also?
Yes, to know about the crushing brine specifically.
This was a 14 this time.
I rolled an 8
14?
again.
An 8. San, nothing new comes to mind. You don't really know anything about the crushing brine.
Okay.
Dooney, you know the name. You know that this is an old god of the. You know that their domains sort of also include war. Sort of war. He had a lot of associations with sort of battles and. 14. I think that's really all you'd know.
So battles and the sea.
Yeah, a very warlike god of the sea that really
Okay.
you don't remember much about at all.
Then Dooney will look a little bit concerned.
I don't tell Wave this, but I must confess my interest is mostly academic.
Am I right in remembering that worship of the old gods is
Illegal.
outlawed? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
In Eldathas, specifically.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Dooney will pipe up and he'll say, well, I don't know, I'll admit I don't know much about that god, but it's a god of war as well as the sea.
Oh, really?
So take that as you will. Yes, that's pretty much all I know, but...
Didn't mention that part. Yes, perhaps I'll be a little more cautious when considering requests in the future. But for now, I don't see any reason not to.
No,
Fulfill a request. If little is known of these old gods, then more information that can only be a useful thing.
I would suggest caution, though, in who you mention this to outside our rather accepting circle.
Oh, yes, of course. Information is it's a powerful thing.
I meant more the questionable legality of
Of
the old gods.
worship of the old gods.
Mm.
Well, let's just say I intend to do the bare minimum.
All right. Well, if that's everything, how about a rest before we continue on? I'm a little worse for wear.
Yes, that big fellow did quite the number,
But I did quite a number on him. So
Oh, you
not
certainly
all
did.
bad. I don't
Are you-
think I'll need that long to rest up. Just an hour or so.
Going for an hour's rest. Where are you resting? Just here?
Maybe in here again, just to make sure they're not within open, sight of the pool of water.
Okay. You all settle down for a short rest, and it goes by without issue.
Nice. I never use hit dice. It's just your hit dice plus your con mod, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think warlocks are 1d8, right?
Yeah, and so are
Rogues
rogue,
are
which makes
too.
things handy.
Nice and easy.
Yeah. Well, that was terrible.
So you can spend as many hit die as you guys need, and you benefit from a short of rest.
Brings it up to. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. 8. 48 plus 7. 5 plus. Okay, doke. I am ready to go whenever everyone else is.
All right. Is everybody else ready?
Mhm.
All right. Where would you all like to head now?
I guess we'll just head back over the pool.
During that rest, I meant to say, Enzir would have identified the stone.
The stone. The stone is a stone of good luck. Attuning to it grants you a +1 on all ability checks and saving throws.
Oh my.
Very nice.
Just double checking, but I believe that is everything it has. Yes, ability checks and saving throws, +1 bonus. It does require attunement, though.
This the other treasure was a stone of good luck. It appears to slightly enhance one's skills if you attune to it. You familiar with the attuning process?
I think so.
Anyone? So who should be the one to carry it?
How long was the tournament take again?
1 hour.
1 hour.
I believe.
Dooney will decline.
San will then look to NZR and say, "Well, I suppose it's between you and me."
You can take it if you like. I'm sure we'll find plenty of treasure to share in this place.
Well, if you're sure, then I won't say no. Okay.
It will take another short rest to attune to it, however.
Yeah. Does anyone object to taking another short rest now?
For the sake of brevity, I could say that this was done at the start of the long rest, so which means your long rest took 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, that sounds good.
I think NZR would know to.
He intended.
Or would, yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Is
right.
there anyone Sorry, never mind. I'm talking to myself.
No. The short rest goes by fine then, with the extra 10 minutes added on at the start. And you are now all good to go. And you are now attuned to the Stone of Good Luck.
Nice.
Which I will also just drop a link to in the thing.
And it was to ability, to skills.
Ability checks, yeah, and saving throws.
Yeah.
And it is uncommon.
Thank you.
There you are. All right. Where are you guys heading now?
Back across the pool, I think. Since they're swimming across, well, actually, before they do swim across, San's gonna look around to make sure that she can't see any kelpies in the water.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay.
Dooney would also make a perception check.
You can make one as well.
That's a 22 for San.
22 for San, and for Dooney?
That was a 24.
24. You both see here the Kelpie poking her head up out of the water and around as you step out that door. As soon as you step out that door, she disappears, slips under the water, and disappears back somewhere else.
Hmm.
Would a trident of fish command work on a Kelpie?
Check. Trident of fish command. I think they don't really count as fish. Where's 5e tools? There we go. No, they're not really a fish. They're actually a plant.
Oh, kelp.
Yeah.
It took me so long to realise. Oh,
They've
cat.
got seaweed hair made of plant, apparently. I did not know that until right now. But it makes sense. But yes,
They're called
no.
kelpies. What's that?
Kelpies. It all checks out.
I'm just going to pop to the bathroom real quick. Oh, be 1 second.
I'm just going to
No
mute myself
worries.
1 moment.
I'm very curious as to what's going on around here.
With it. Yeah, have a look. Why don't you?
Because this place is really scary.
You've got a really strong weapon.
I mean, it's not actually that strong because he isn't proficient in it. The +3/+3 just makes up for the efficiency.
True. But if you did get a crit with it, it could almost kill something.
That is true. Oh, wait a minute. It actually does... Actually, yeah, it does... I think it does less damage than NZR just hitting with his staff would. His
Yeah, 'cause it's-
non-magical staff. Because of its nature.
But then there's still a 1 in 20 chance that you take down a thing's half of its entire hit points.
It doesn't quite seem worth it.
Unless something has like 1,000 hit points.
Hello, I am back.
Hello. Kat, are you back? I think she might have also nipped the loo.
Sorry, it wouldn't unmute.
Oh, that's okay. Right. Do you guys know?
Yes. Oh,
Who did we lose?
Rhythm, maybe?
Oh,
Yeah, rhythm.
can't hear.
Cat's cutting out
Finn?
a lot for me.
Yeah, Kat, you're cutting out for me.
Oh. No. Okay, there we go.
What about Kat?
Fine.
Oh.
Better?
Oh, yes, better.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you heading across the water?
We saw the Kelpie go under the.
Under there.
I don't wanna.
I don't think any of us wanna. Oh, Sand steps there. Does anything happen?
Nope.
San steps there.
Nope.
San is gonna look over down to the gap if she can see it?
Yes.
Can she see anything hanging about in that gap?
Make another perception check.
Okay. That's an 18.
18. You see a glint of metal.
Were they armed before?
No. It's some sort of metallic object that's sort of just behind the gap on the ground.
Is it roughly here?
It's roughly just behind there, yeah. That thing.
San is... Oh, God. Gonna kind of get down on her haunches and pull out a knife and just wait.
Okay. A minute goes by, nothing. 2 minutes go by, nothing. Are you still waiting?
No, she stands up and turns to the others and takes a step away from the edge. And says, well, we have to cross one way or the other.
I doubt we will be accosted in the same way after the beating from earlier. I should think we'll be okay.
Unless there are more of them.
Yes, you are right.
Is this ledge or is it wall?
Wall.
Okay. All right. Well, if we get as far away from there as possible, at least we might have a bit more time if it does decide to come out. And so saying Sam's going to cross to the other side of the pool, and she is going to sit down and tentatively lower herself into the water.
One thing you notice, this is the same level that you're on. This doesn't seem to drop off into water.
Oh!
It seems that there's a perimeter around the edge.
Oh my God, that would have made... Actually, it wouldn't have changed that much. I think about it. Not for San, anyway. Nice. Well, San will point that out to everyone else, and San is gonna begin to make her way along.
Dooney's just going to be like, yay! Bless.
And you now fall 15 feet into the water.
Oh, where? Here?
There, yeah.
Okay.
You can see that the ledge picks back up here. It seems
Where?
there's just a small gap here on this square. So it seems there's just like a 10-foot gap.
Oh dear.
In that case, San will go over and
Here,
lift herself back up.
here, son. Why don't you let me go in front of you? I will be able to I'll use my staff to see where the path is ahead, and will avoid falling in again.
It's shallow again here, right?
Yes, if you walk along there, yes, it's shallow.
How does jumping work again?
You can jump a number of feet equal to your strength score. So not just your modifier, but total score, I believe.
Then Dooney would
Can you
jump.
make any sort of check? San has 9.
So you can't jump very far. Let me just check actually. The jumping. Always. Yeah, if you make a long jump, you can cover a number of feet equal to your strength. If you move 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. If you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance.
Okay.
If you're landing in difficult terrain, you have to succeed on a DC 10 dexterity check to land in. And this is difficult terrain because it's a foot of water.
Okay.
Oh, my.
San just is like,
Thank you, but I'll risk it. It's only 10 feet
either way, and she'll walk out again towards the other side.
Dooney failed.
Oh, Dooney. So, Dooney, you tried to jump over. You managed to jump it, but you do fall prone on the other side. With a thump, you land on your face, and you're now all wet again.
What the hell?
At least you didn't drown, though.
And I guess Enzir will do the same. You'll go for the long jump that he doesn't need to roll for though. The long.
All right.
Yeah.
So make your dexterity. Was it? It's a
That's the one.
dexterity check, acrobatics check specifically, actually.
26.
26. You land perfectly fine, and carry on. And I'm assuming you're all heading back through to the sort of center where all the corridors.
Yes.
Yeah. San,
Alright.
before they leave, is just going to look back behind them one more time and see if they can see the Kelpie again.
Another perception check.
Okay. That's a 16.
16. You think you see some movement in the water there, but when you turn, it disappears.
San flips them off and heads forward.
All right, sloshing through the foot of water that covers the floor of this chamber, you head back to the center, where the guy in the Sphinx is sitting alone, resting, asleep.
Nice. San looks to the others.
Well, which way next?
Left or right?
Dooney, in character, will remain neutral.
How about left? What do you think?
Fine by me.
Sounds good.
Which one?
Alright.
This one or this one? Nice. Okay. Let me just get up the. Where's the. Okay. Let me just reveal. It's hard to reveal a diagonal area. I'll just kind of do it like this.
Okay.
So, it's a long corridor. A long diagonal corridor that heads to the Never Eat Shredded west.
Nice. San is gonna. Can I make a perception check just for her, keeping an eye out for traps as they work their way down?
Yes,
Or
make a perception check.
Or whichever.
Perception or investigation. Investigation would be testing for them. Perception would be looking for them.
Okay. Investigation then, I suppose. Doesn't matter either way. She rolled a 5.
5. You can't really pick up on anything.
Mm-hmm. And she'll just happily.
Can NCR detect magic?
Yes, you can. Are you doing it as a
As a
ritual or
yes.
as a ritual? Okay. Yep. The 10 minutes go by fine, and you now have detect magic up. You do not locate anything magical within 30 feet. San, as you take a step there, make a dexterity saving throw.
Where?
It was here,
Cool.
where NZR is now.
No.
No.
That's oh well. I forgot my dex saving throw was quite high. I still probably fails. That's a 9. No, an 11.
As you're
Sorry.
an 11, yeah, it's a fail. As you're sloshing, there's a under the water that's hidden that you don't notice, and you splash down into the water. It's only about it only stretches about 10 feet wide, but it's just annoying.
San says something in Infernal and climbs up the other side.
And you're back on semi-dry land.
She kind of wrings some of the water from her clothes and grumpily starts continuing forward again.
Dooney, how are you clearing the pit?
Dooney will try another long jump. And I'll
Okay,
do the
make
dex save.
make your deck acrobatics check.
Does Dooney do an acrobatics?
Yeah, so that's just to make sure you land all on the other side.
Oh, well, he got an 8.
8, that's a fail. You once again land prone on the other side. With a
Having a
splash.
hard day.
Yeah, you clear the pit though, but you're still NZR,
Long jump.
long jump, acrobatics check.
19.
19, you clear it fine. Alright, so you carry on up the corridor. And here, or well, once you get to there, I'll let you guys keep moving yourself. Once you reach where this corner sort of turns, you come across another corridor. However, this one's a little bit different once I am able to reveal it. This corridor seems to be same as all the others, but it has a series of copper-colored metal plates lining the wall on the path on either side of the wall.
Does detect magic detect anything?
No.
San looks down at the floor of this corridor. Can she see anything that looks like they might be pressure plates or something?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh my god. I had to pay for my good rolls at some point, I suppose. That is a 9? Yeah.
You can't see anything, no.
Okay.
Can Dooney cast Find Traps?
Yes.
He will do
Let me just look at the Find Traps by the... You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within... Because anything would inflict a sudden or effect, you can... Okay. There is a trap nearby. Is what you pick up from that. You don't learn the location of each trap, but you do learn the general nature. By a trap you sense. There is a trap. Okay, so sort of calling into the powers of your god and getting guidance. There is a trap nearby that you are sensing that will cause an undesirable effect involving heat and metal.
Okay.
That's all you're able to pick up.
Well, then, with that in mind, Dooney will say, well, from what I can deduce magically, there is a trap. I don't know exactly where, but it involves heat and metal. And I also deduce, not from magic, that these copper plates are probably involved in that.
I see.
But that's all I know.
Hmm. I think we should spend a little more time here working out what's going on before we venture forth.
Probably a good idea. I think.
I assume that Sen would know this.
I think copper is a conductor of heat, so I wouldn't be surprised if those plates have something to do with that.
Can NZR prod the ground in the first two tiles with the butt of his staff, the base of it?
Yes. What is it made of?
Wood.
Wood. Nothing happens.
Hmm.
Can NZR chuck a dart as far as he can?
Yes. How far can you throw a dart?
60 feet, I think it is for darts.
60 feet. And what is it made of?
I guess metal.
Okay.
What is a dart made of typically?
I would say metal. I can't think of
Um,
anything else it would be made of. Not stone, anyway.
It doesn't say on the internet when you Google it. So I would have assumed metal or something. Makes more
Yeah,
sense.
I'll
than
say
wood or
metal.
stone.
Okay. You throw the dart 60 feet into the corridor, and it lands how much? How far does that go then? To there. It lands here. Yeah, there. So as it arcs through the air, as it reaches the 10-foot mark, you don't notice any difference. The 20-foot mark, no noticeable difference. The 30-feet mark, it gets a little red looking. By the 40-feet mark, it looks like it's searing, and as it splashes into the water, the 60 sizzling. It looks like it got heated up as it went through the corridor.
What happened when it got to the 60 feet mark, did you say?
That's when it landed in the water and it just splashed with a sizzle, and you saw the water. But it got redder and redder as it flew. Quite quick.
Mm.
It seemed to get very hot.
Okay. Can San just take a look at the space around them and see if she can see anything? And she'll encourage Enzir and Dooney to have a look around as well.
Make a perception check with advantage then, since everybody.
That is 18.
18. There's nothing of note. There's these plates on the walls, and that is it. And the water on the ground.
Does it look like at all that we would be able to pry the plates off the wall?
You can give it a shot. They look very well stuck on.
Yeah, and I'll give it a shot.
Make a strength check.
I've closed the tab.
San will pass him her crowbar.
Okay, you have advantage.
Good, because that was a natural one. Yeah, that's not much better. That is 6.
6. Unable to get it. They just don't budge at all. They seem very well stuck on.
Can Dooney get one of his rations or something? Just something soft, and throw it down and see if that gets hot?
Yep. You chuck the ration. I'm assuming it's hardtack or something like that. You chuck that down. It does not seem to react at all, and then splashes in the water on the other side.
Can he do?
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, can he do an Arcana check to see if this is a heat metal spell or something that's on it?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh, that was pretty good. That was Is Arcana intelligence or yeah? Yes. Okay. Then that was 22.
22. With a roll like that, you're able to discern that it's definitely not magic. It's something far more complicated. Science.
Oh, no.
The enemy of every cleric.
All clerics are anti-vaxxers.
With a Arcana of 22, though, you are able. This is something to do with heating up metal. It's not a magical way of heating metal. It's some sort of.
Okay, you cut out for me, but I think
Oh,
I
sorry.
got the gist. No, it's not. It's not your fault. I get the gist that it's science that's heating the metal, not magic. But Dooney's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So okay, he will.
Basically, with an Arcana of 22, he can tell that this corridor heats up metal.
Is the two questions? One, how deep is the water? And two, are the copper plates in contact with the water?
The water is 1 foot deep, same sort of depth as it has been the entire corridor,
Mhm.
and the plates are 6 feet high and 6 feet wide, and they are just slightly dipped into the water.
Okay.
Dooney, what were you saying earlier?
Oh well, Dooney will just reiterate that to the part. He'll just say that to the party. He'll just say that it's not magic, it's science.
What?
And he'll say that it's heating. I'll do it in the voices. I believe that it's only metal that's getting heated through this. I can't guarantee it, but the only thing that's been heated so far is the dart, and that's metal. But it's not magic. It's science. I don't know much about science.
Me neither, really. Could San go back to the deep pit of water? Peering
here.
in, can she see anything?
You can't. You can see straight to the bottom. It's just a standard pit of water.
Okay. Then she'll go back. Oh. I can't figure out any way past this. I don't know about you.
Well, we could take our armor off and anything metal that we have, but the problem is, what will happen to it? Say, I won't have any of my my items, really. Not my warhammer, not my armor, and kind of need those, so...
Yes.
And dragging them through might just set them on fire, and then there'll be no use.
Yes.
Well, the warhammer might be alright, but not the armor.
Is the dart still there? It hasn't like melted, has it?
You can't actually see it's under the water.
Yeah.
There is a lot of sizzling going on, though, and there's still steam rising.
Mm.
You think it's still maybe in the process of melting.
Could San get like a piece of cloth or something, and then get out one of her ball bearings and sort of wrap the cloth around it, and then drop it into the water, and then just see if eventually the ball bearing gets so hot that it like gets through the cloth or whatever.
Are you just putting it in front of these ones, or are you throwing it further?
She'll toss it a little bit ahead, just so it's not an imminent danger, but not so far that she can't see it.
Okay. It doesn't burn through the cloth. You throw it to about there, this square here, we'll say, and it doesn't burn through the cloth.
In that case, she'll turn to the others and she'll say, we could try putting our things in packs and just wading through.
I don't have many metal things anyway.
It's a risk, but I don't know what else we can do if we want to progress.
My thoughts exactly. In that case, yeah, San will just start kind of getting rid of anything metal that's on them and putting them in her backpack.
Okay.
Dooney will do the
what
same.
armor does San wear?
Let me double check. I think it's just leather armor, but I don't know if that would have like metal buckles or anything.
It would have metal buckles, I think.
In that case, she would just take it off to be. Oh wait, no, she doesn't have leather armor. Sorry, she's just in robes. Sorry, I forgot about that. She's got leather armor, but she doesn't wear it because she doesn't. Well, mage armor is better than wearing her armor. So
nice. In that case, nope. There's no metal in your clothes.
nice.
So is San carrying daggers?
Yeah, she'll put all of that in her pack.
Okay, and gold as well.
Yes.
All right. So San is now metal free. NZR, I believe your darts are metal, but that would be it, and your gold.
Yeah, they'd all be in like his pack or like belt pouches or whatever.
Okay, and Dooney, your armor is
Dooney-
metal.
Dooney is going to have to strip off.
It's underneath, I'm sure.
He's going to have
Unless
to
the
strip off.
furbolgs do it different.
I don't know if the furbolgs do it different. I haven't done that much research into him, but yeah, he'll strip off. Also, he will probably, because his warhammer's pretty big, wrap it up in like his cloak or something, or just something that he
Okay.
has that he can wrap it in.
Mhm.
Because he'll have to carry that, and he'll put everything that's metal that he's got in his pack.
All right. It does take you about 5 minutes to take off the armor. It takes a little while. If you have help, you can reduce that time by half.
Would anyone help him?
If he asks for help. Does he
Yeah,
ask for
well,
help?
he'd look over and, you know, but he's not. Nah, he's not going to ask for help. He'd look over, but he's not going to ask.
San
All
is not going to rush to help.
I don't think
I'm afraid.
Ender realizes that he wants help.
5 minutes go by, and you are now out of your metal armor. So everybody has all their metal objects in their packs, and Dooney's warhammer is wrapped up.
San puts an experimental foot in the water.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Then she will keep walking. Careful to step over the bag of the ball bearing. Not the bag, the ball bearing.
Okay. The ball bearing does not seem to have burned through the cloth where it was.
Nice. She'll just keep on walking then.
Nice.
NCR's waiting and watching.
Dooney will test by holding out his wrapped up warhammer ahead of him, just to see if it. I mean, I assume he's got quite a reach, so he's gonna just see if it starts to sizzle at all.
Not at all, no.
He's like, yay. To be fair, I'm pretty sure it is fireproof. It does explode, so
True.
he'll start then.
San, as you reach that square, you now can hear sort of a sizzling noise coming from your pack. And it seems by now the metal is beginning to burn. It seems to have heated up as you travel through.
San's going to use Misty Step to quickly get out with her pack the rest of the way.
All right. Okay, as soon as you leave, your stuff's fine. It looks like holes were just... but it looked like you managed to save a couple of holes in your bag.
Okay.
And all your metal objects falling out into the water.
Cool.
Dooney and NZR, you see this.
Dooney's gonna sprint.
Okay, first of all, San, where are you teleporting to?
San will teleport just to here.
Okay.
I'll move her accordingly.
Roll initiative.
Oh no. That's 19.
19. Okay. San, as soon as you teleport into this space, you turn around and you see here a little door crack open.
Oh.
A little hidden door, and something poke its head out. The other two, you can roll initiative as we're now in combat mode, basically.
I'm going to move Dooney back for a second then. Oh, he got a 16. I'm so proud of him.
Oh.
No, 17.
Although, Zara, would
I
you want
minus
to, or
2. There we go.
anybody could put on a little music combat.
Yeah.
Combat music, that's the word. We'll also probably be finishing soon. Did we want to finish by 11 actually?
shit.
I'm personally good to go for as long as possible, but I understand that people don't want to stay up too late.
How long would the combat be? Quite long, do you think?
Not terribly long. If it does, wait, 11:30 would be the latest.
Yeah, I could probably do that if that's cool with everyone else.
It'll be
Yeah, I
done
can-
before 11:30.
Yeah, I can do until 11:30. But not much later than that because my paper comes out at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so I have to be
That's
up for
very
that.
fair. Yeah. All right. 11:30 then. It'll be done before then. Okay, so we'll go through this combat then.
Cool.
What were your initiatives, San and NZR?
Oh, I got distracted.
19 for Sam.
I just
San.
need to check. Because having wave on this person does something with initiative. It's just advantage. Okay.
Yes, it's a weapon of warning, so you have advantage on initiative, but also you and your allies, I think within a certain number of feet,
Can't be surprised.
you can't, within 30 feet of you can't be surprised. Unfortunately, San is...
I can't be anyway because of my.
Oh, you can't be
spectral-
anyway, so you are fine.
And
nice.
initiative was 25.
25. All right. Okay. I guess NZR goes first then. Somehow. Okay, Sam teleports there, and then you hear Waves go, Enzy babe, I think there's something up ahead. Your friend might be in danger. And it is your turn.
NZR is going to take the dash action as a bonus action.
Okay.
And he's going to dash all the way up to... going to dash to here. And can he see the...
You can see this. I'll put that creature there.
Yeah.
Some sort of undead creature with an amulet.
Ew.
NCR says, "Ooh." And
However, I will say, NZR, as you sprint through the corridor, any gold you were carrying or any metal objects that were in your pack burned through your pack and landed there.
does that include wave?
Wave does not count as a magical.
Yeah.
But yeah, any non-magical metal item will have landed here in a little... Let's make a line there.
Alright. And then he will cast Firebolt.
Alrighty, roll away.
10.
And does not hit.
Yep, that's his turn.
All right. It is the creature's turn. It is going to run up. 2, 3. So it's this sort of lanky grey creature with blue, sort of deep-set eyes that look quite hot. It's got sharp broken fangs in its mouth, and it has sort of some leather wrappings around its like loincloth. It's very gaunt and scarred. Anyone who has spent any time with undead would is a ghoul, and it is currently running up and attacking San.
Okay.
That is. Here's my stats. It's going to take a claw attack at you.
Okay.
It's a 6 to hit, which does not hit, I'm sure.
It does not.
Okay. Another one runs out and is going to go there to benefit from flanking, and it's also going to claw attack,
Okay.
which is a 5. I'm so
That
bad at
doesn't
rolling.
hit.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one's going to come out and also take a claw attack against you.
All right.
A 5.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another claw attack against you. 16.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These ones will take the dash action. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh
1,
my
2, 3,
goodness.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
Okay.
And that is their turn. Next up is San.
Okay.
These creatures all just tumble over themselves, falling out of this room, splashing in the water, gnashing as they all begin to take up positions around you, ready to just maul you guys.
Cool. Would it be an action to get my dagger back out, or a bonus action to get it out?
Good question. I think, 1 minute, getting a weapon out of a bag, right? How many turns does it take to grab an item from a bag? It would take an action to take it out of a bag.
Okay. All right. In that case, that's annoying. Sen is gonna use her bonus action to summon her. No, not sorry. Bonus action to cast Hex on. In fact, do you know? Ugh. So I'm the assassin subclass, and it says you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet.
Right. They
is
have
that
taken turns.
Oh, so they have. I was misreading it
Yeah.
as like attacking. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, that doesn't matter then. So in that case, she'll dismiss her packed weapon from her bag and use her action to re-summon it.
Okay.
And then she will cast Hex with her bonus action on this one here. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. This one here. And she'll
Nice.
just go for Dex, as usual.
All right.
And that'll be her turn.
All right, Dooney, your turn. You're at the other side of the corridor.
Dooney's scared. He saw what happened and he's like, oh no, my armor. I think Dooney, in this case, is gonna just have to... You know what, actually? He's gonna cast Moonbeam on these guys.
Oh, nice. Does it reach? Yeah.
I think so,
Yes,
yeah,
it-
because I think Moonbeam's 120 feet.
Damn. Okay. On who?
This guy.
This guy.
We'll do it this guy.
Nice.
So he has to
The-
make Is it a con save? Yeah. I always forget with Moonbeam. I'm so bad remembering the spells. I think it's a con save.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's con save. Jim roll 1d20 plus. What is a ghoul's constitution? Nothing. 3. That's a fail.
Okay, nice. Then. Oh, and he cast it at 3rd level actually as well. Just
Nice.
to note, where's the d10s when you need them? So it's 3d10, right? Yep.
Is it just the same? Oh, it's because I put it on loop. It's the song.
I can't even hear the song. Maybe I've accidentally muted it. I completely forgot there was music. Sorry. So that is 1. So it's not 1. 8, 15. I think it's dead, probably. Yeah, 8, 15. What's 9 plus 24 radiant damage?
24. Yep, this one is just instantly evaporated in moonlight and disappears in sort of
Okay.
to fine ash.
Well, that's his turn.
Nice. Next up, NZR. You are swarmed by these creatures and all.
NZR, I guess, will he'll shout, "Ooh! Get back, you nasty ghouls!" And we'll try to cast Firebolt at this one that is obviously going for him.
All right, that'll be a disadvantage because you're within melee range.
That is 11.
11, that misses, unfortunately.
Then I guess that'll be his turn.
All right, you go to fire off the fireball with your magical focus, but the creature, it's sort of, they're ducking and weaving and looking like they're ready to lunge into you. God, never mind, I just deleted it. Now it goes back. So it's a bit dangerous, and you miss, unfortunately. Next up is their turns. 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to make attacks against NZR, all with advantage. I'm just going to copy and paste this command and put it in a few times. So the first one gets a 17 to hit.
That hits.
The second one gets a nat 20 to hit.
That hits.
The third one gets a 18 to hit.
Oh, oh no, never mind. Yeah. NZR uses reaction on that one to increase his AC by 2.
Yes. So that one misses. And then the fourth one gets a 14 to hit, which also misses. So 2 hit. A 17 and a nat 20. I'll just roll for those. 2d4 to 44. 60. That is 22 slashing damage. And could you please make a Constitution saving throw? 2 Constitution saving.
Not again. So the first one is 17.
17, alright. And the second one?
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. As the claws tear through your robes and into your skin, you feel some sort of venom claws into your vein, and you feel your joints lock up, but then you break through. These ghouls have some sort of paralyzing ability that you are able to shrug off. The next 3 are one's going to, and 1, 2, 3 are going to take attacks against an advantage.
Okay,
1 is a 19 to hit.
that hits.
Second one is another 19 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and the third one is a 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, so that's 3 plus 15 slashing damage, and make 2 Constitution saves.
Okay. The first one makes it, I assume, with a over 17. The second one will fail.
Are you
I
sure?
rolled a 2.
Ah, yes, that
And
is a
it's
fail.
plus, like, not a lot, I don't think.
San, as the first claw is grabbing, you shrug off the second one, and you feel joints lock up, and you are now paralyzed 1 minute, which means you can't move or speak. You're incapacitated. Attacks against you have advantage, and any attack that hits you within 5 feet, critical. You can repeat the saving at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
But that is the ghoul's turn. It is now San's turn. So you're paralyzed, but now you can make your Constitution saving.
Okay, which I will do. That's a 15.
15, a success.
Nice.
And you manage to break free. However, you do miss your turn. And we go to Dooney.
Dooney, will it take an action for him to toss his stuff down?
You can shrug it off easily enough as a free action.
Okay.
If it's in your bag, isn't it?
Yeah, I just want to double check one thing because I just had an idea. Oh, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Well, what I'll do then this turn is if he's got nothing on him, he's going to move forward to about here. He's got no metal on him.
Okay.
Is he feeling all right?
You're feeling fine. So you've still got your bag, but no, you have here.
No, he's dropped everything metal, including his warhammer. He's left everything behind.
Gotcha. I'll say it's all there then. Yep, you're fine then.
Then he's going to use... Is it an action to move? Yeah. Okay, then he will move his moonbeam onto... Which one's going to be this guy?
All right.
And he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 13.
That is a fail.
Fail.
And
Roll
he
your damage.
He takes 24 again. 24 radiant damage.
24. This one's also killed instantly by the moonbeam. Boom.
Lovely.
Evaporated.
Yeah, then that's all he can do at the very moment, but he's just going to stay there.
Okay, NZR, back to you.
Right. I know it takes an action to take off armor, but a cloak isn't armor, right?
A cloak isn't armor. You can just shrug that off.
NZR is going to shout, "You make me!" And then he is going to throw his cloak off and throw his staff to the side as well at the same time, keeping his wizard hat on and the trousers he had underneath, revealing just how jacked he is. The rippling muscles are now visible on his old frame.
Oh man!
And he is going to make an unarmed strike against the ghoul that critted him.
Hey, roll your attack.
Is he just King Boomy? Is that what he is?
So the first attack is a 14 plus 7, that's 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And that does... I've lost the tab. It does 14 damage.
Right. Okay, that hits, does the damage. It's still standing.
And he's also going to spend 1 key point to make it... Spend 1 key point to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Du-du-du-du-du. That's a 7.
That fails. So it takes an extra 11 damage
Okay.
and is knocked back 15 feet.
It's dead before it even hits the back wall. You shrug off your robe, muscles under, punch it once, and it's stunned. And then the second punch just goes right through it, and the shrug shoots it back, and it
wasn't
slams
the
into.
second punch.
Oh, that was one punch.
One punch man.
Decimate this ghoul, and it is now dead against the wall.
And then he will, with his dex attack the other ghoul that hit him.
All right. 2 of them hit you, so you can go for either. Oh, actually, no, only one of them. It was
Well,
this
he
one.
hit the one.
Wait,
he just killed
this-
the one that crit him.
Yeah, so this was the one that just hit you, Norm.
Yeah. So to attack, this is 22, and it is 10 damage, and he's gonna spend a key point on making this strength saving throw.
All right, that is a 11.
But that fails, so it takes an extra 9 damage and is pushed back. How much did I say? 15 feet. Away.
1, 2, 3. So that one gets shot up the stairs, and it lands on It sort of lands on all, but very barely. And by standing, it's on all. So it's like crouched at the stairs, ready to look back down on. Is that your turn?
Now he's going to spend another key point on Flurry of Blows. And he is going to hit this one right here.
All right, roll your attack.
And that is 15 to hit.
15 hits.
And that is 11 damage.
11 damage.
And
Nice.
he's going to spend another key point.
Another key point. I'll make a strength save.
Yep.
3.
That fails. It takes an additional 7 damage and is pushed back 15 feet.
This one also slams against the wall. It's also still standing. Oh my god.
And with
This
his
is
final
insanity.
attack, he's going to hit this one. And that is 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And that's 8 damage.
8 damage.
And he's going to spend a key point to make it to a strength saving throw.
11.
11 also fails. So he's not rolling well. So it takes an extra 4 damage and is knocked back 15 feet.
Oh, wait, what did I do there? Oh crap. Can you remember how much damage it did in the first?
Sorry?
How much damage it did on the first attack? Because I accidentally deleted it.
Oh, it was. Do you want me to just re-roll the first?
That's okay. Yeah, sorry.
Because I don't remember either.
Accidentally set
Well,
his
it
health
was
to
definitely jokes on you. It wasn't as high as this. The first part of that would be 13 damage if we're re-rolling it.
Fine. And then it slams back against the wall as well. Oh my god. Is that your turn?
Yep.
So NCR just punches all of these ghouls and they all slam into the wall around, and you're not going on by. But it is the ghouls' turns, and they are coming back. This one's going to run back in. This one's going to step forward, and this one's going to leap down and fill in this space. So 2 are going to make attacks against you, NZ.
Yep.
With advantage. The first one is a 20 to hit,
Yep.
and the second one is another 20 to hit.
Yep.
So I will roll their damage. That is 16 slashing damage to you, and
Oh, that's not bad. He's not down.
what has he got for the Constitution saving
Oh,
throws?
sorry, I didn't mean-
That's okay.
How many Constitution saving throws was it?
2.
2. The first one is 19 plus 2, 21.
Success.
And the second one is 11 plus 2, 13.
Success. So you're fine. Now they're going to attack S. Two with advantage, 1 without.
Okay.
So the first one misses both with advantage.
Okay.
With a nat 1, so I'll roll for that after this. The second one is a 13 nat, so miss it. And then the third one is a 7. They all miss.
Nice.
One of them even got a nat 1.
Good.
An E100 and 9. And so enemies have advantage on their first. This
Oh,
guy next round.
I don't know if this will count as anything, but the attacks that Enziar made are effectively with adamantine weapons, just in case that's relevant.
Gotcha. It doesn't change anything, but good to. All right. So that one has everyone has advantage against this fella.
Okay.
But that are the ghouls' turns. San, your turn.
Nice. San is going to use their bonus action to disengage, and they're going to move here. And they're going to attack this guy in the middle.
Alrighty.
That'll be a 26 to hit.
26 hits, and you don't even need to roll damage at 4. I think
Oh, nice. Okay.
you do more than that no matter what.
Nice.
The blade sinks in, and this one dies.
Cool. I guess. Oh no, they've used their bonus action, so does that. Cool. They'll just stay where they are.
Nice. Dooney, your turn.
Dooney's gonna go to here, because I think that's as far as he can go.
Where are you heading to?
Here. Or here, above the dart. Is he gonna be okay?
Anything metal that is on your person, bag, or anything burns through its container and lands on the floor.
He didn't have anything, he left it all
You
behind.
didn't have anything, so you are completely.
So he's gonna channel divinity and turn undead, which means they all have to make wisdom saving throws.
All right. Right, as you cast Turn Undead, the wave of sort of twilight emanates, and you see the shadows get absorbed into, and they are unaffected.
Ooh, that's not good. Then he can't. That's him.
Is that it?
I thought it would work,
Poor
but no,
Dooney.
that's him. Poor Dooney. He's still
They
got it
have
up.
they all have a very specific magic item around their neck. They're all wearing these golden amulets.
Oh, shady.
Can't really see too closely yet, but you might be able to. NZR, your turn.
Enziar is going to make an unarmed strike against this one right here.
Okay.
That is 23 to hit.
23 to hit. What's the minimum damage you could do?
Minimum of this attack is 1, 2, 7.
7. It's dead.
He's also going to attack this one right here.
Advantage against this one, if you need it.
Well, it certainly didn't hurt. Although I don't think he did need it. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That's 13 damage.
Oh, minimum of 7. It's dead.
He's going to step down here, spend a key point on Flurry of Blows,
Okay.
and hit this one.
All right. Roll attack.
That's maths. 13 to hit,
13 hits.
which does 12 damage.
12 damage. This one's still standing.
How's it looking?
It's looking rough.
What about the other
Bloodied.
one? On the
This
right?
one has not been touched.
Okay, in that case, he's going to attack the one on the left.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? He's going to spend a key point, make a strength saving throw.
All right. Eight. Got fail, I
Sorry?
assume. 8.
Okay, in that case, it takes an extra 10 damage
That's what you needed to kill it.
and is pushed away 15 feet.
Slammed back against the wall.
And yeah, with his final attack, he's got one last attack for this guy on the right. And that's 25 to hit.
That hits.
And it does 9 damage.
9 damage. Nice. Is that NZR's turn?
That will be NZR's turn. Yes.
NZR, you make your way through the remaining crowds, punching against the... Which is going to take its turn, and it is going to make a bite attack against you, NZR. With, 8, which misses. And that is its
can
turn.
NZR use his reaction to increase his AC by 2?
8 it was.
Yes.
Or are you just doing it anyway?
Yes.
Yeah. That's fine. It doesn't even go near you. But you... San, you watch this display of hubris, and it is now your turn.
Okay. San's gonna, for the sake of it, use their bonus action to move their hex to this one, now that the one is dead that it was on. And they're gonna attack it. That is gonna be 18 to hit,
18 hit.
which deals 16 piercing damage and 4 necrotic.
Nice. And with that final attack, the last ghoul is dead. How would you like to kill the very last one?
Sam would like to stab it through the throat until the point of her dagger comes through the other side.
Nice. NZR, you just see the point of a dagger come out from behind this as it lunges in to bite you. And then there's a breath of calm, and all the ghouls with the strange amulet are now dead.
At exactly 11:30.
Yeah.
Exactly
Beautiful.
11:30. Great timing. Next
Well-
time we'll figure out how to get gold and everything from that burning corridor.
That'll be fun.
Oh my
Well-
god.
NZR is currently just heavily breathing.
NCR is a lot more useful at getting things than he is casting spells.
How dare you?
I just, you know what? Dooney's now more afraid of Enzir than he was like Sen.
I do not blame you at all.
I feel like Dooney's just like, all right, you know what?
I'm out.
You guys have got this. I'm out.
What a good time for the reveal as well.
That was so good.
It
Oh.
worked out really well.
Oh my god.
I'd been planning to do something like that at some point. Have the big reveal about Enzir's anger management issues. I just happened to
Don't make him angry.
Of enemies for
You won't like it when he's angry.
He killed so many.
What's a subclass? What subclass is this?
It's living weapon.
Oh.
It's the Eberron one,
Oh my god.
which is actually pretty crazy if you consider that there's no limit to how many key points you can spend.
Oh, in one turn.
Yeah. If there was, I
That's
don't
so
think it
good.
would be that crazy, but I hadn't thought about how crazy that was until I did that whole room.
Oh my god.
Though I will note I have now spent all of his key points and he has none left.
He just went crazy on them.
As he
Jesus
should.
Christ. Well, you know what? I'm very proud of him. And all right, so next time we'll pick up this looting these dead ghouls, getting your gold and metal equipment back somehow, seeing
yeah.
what passed this, and seeing what the deal is with these strange.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
The
wait.
end. Thank you so much for playing, guys.
Thank
It was
you for
really
running.
fun.
It was a
Yeah,
good
thank
time.
you for DMing.
Yeah,
It was very funny.
Great session.
I can't get over that reveal. It's so good. Was it worth it? Was it worth using Firebolt for the past 2 sessions?
I mean, spoilers, but it's not just 2 sessions that you're just going to be having Fireball.
Oh, we know.
You just need to get him angry.
Sam just starts insulting him to get him.
She's like, you're not a real wizard.
Beard sucks.
What kind of hat is that?
Wow. Wow, it's so rude.
Emotionally abuse him into fighting good. Oh.
Oh my god.
Well,
He
thank
really
you.
will be a living weapon at that point.
Thank you very much, Finn. I'd better
Yeah,
be
thank
heading.
you.
I've got work
Yes,
tomorrow.
I hope you guys have lovely nights. So
Thank
well.
you.
Thank you.
I'm
for
sure
running
we'll find time to play again.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm
Lisa can
hopeful.
I.
Okie dokie. Good night, everyone. Speak to you
Good
soon.
night.
Adios.
Speak to you
Speak to you
soon.
it. Catch you all next
Bye.
time.
Next
Bye.
time.